Welcome to the $15,000 Tiny House channel. On this channel, we're going to be chronicling the build of our tiny house, how we got it down to $15,000, which I'm gonna burst your bubble right now is probably near impossible these days. So this tiny house was actually built back at the end of 2016, early 2017. So things were vastly different in terms of building material prices and that sort of thing. But even back then, $15,000 was nothing. I mean, the lengths that we went to find materials on the cheap, windows, flooring, plumbing, getting an electrician, etc., etc. Like, we had so much luck finding people to help us out between our parents, people that were family friends. The list goes on and on. But while $15,000 probably isn't realistic for building a tiny house today, the kind of concepts and things we used in order to get the price as low as possible, you can certainly use for yourself. And as we go through the build, just keep in mind that a lot of the things that we use, some of the appliances and materials, are very minimalist. So if you want to be a little bit more comfortable and not have to worry about certain things like a composting toilet, for instance, that's something you can swap out for a septic tank like an RV would have, or an incinerating toilet, which I think is what I would use if I were to do it again. So one of the questions I want to answer is why we thought a tiny house would work for us and how we came to the conclusion that that was the direction we wanted to go. Like, we wanted to build and live in a tiny house on wheels. So we'll have to back up a little bit to get there. So primarily, building a tiny house was solving a problem. We had lived in Austin, Texas, with housemates. We were renting a room from friends, and then we left, went to work at a summer camp in Western Massachusetts, immediately went on a 9-month trip traveling around Australia, living out of backpacks. And when we got back, we went straight back to the camp to work the next summer. Now, we were not counting on our friend's room still being available, but we did want to move back to Austin. The issue was rent was kind of getting out of control in Austin, even back then. Now it's insane. But back then, it was really starting to get crazy. So we came up with the idea that maybe if we could build a tiny house on wheels, we could build it up in Ohio where our families were, tow it down there, and find a spot to place it. So we started doing all kinds of research to see if this was a viable option. And we came to the conclusion that, yeah, I mean, we've lived in a rented room, a very small room. We've lived in a small cabin, basically, at camp. We were fine with that. We lived out of backpacks for 9 months in Australia. Like, this probably isn't going to be that big of a deal. We were already kind of minimalist anyway, so we didn't see a lot of issues. Another question is why we decided to build a tiny house instead of just buy one. And part of that was a lot of the less expensive tiny houses available were built by people that weren't necessarily professionals. So we didn't really want to drag a tiny house that we weren't 100% sure how it was built down the highway, 1,000 miles or whatever, and it like fall apart on the highway, and that would be very, very bad, obviously. But the other thing was, any of the professionally built ones, we're talking like actual money, like $100,000, $150,000, just insane amounts of money for something that's a glorified RV. And we had money saved, but not that kind of money. And if you're not sure you want to live in a tiny house forever, that's just too much. It's too much of a commitment. So we decided to use our skills and pull on friends and family to help us build this thing. And during our research, we just scoured the web for people who had already done it, who had built their own tiny house, where they found plans, if they made their own plans. There's, tons of plans online for tiny house builds. And hopefully we'll be able to get the plans that we came up with for our tiny house, because we kind of took existing plans and then reworked a bunch of stuff. Plus, we had a lot of different windows, non-standard size windows even, because that's what we could find, and we made the cutouts for those. I had some carpentry skills, as did Alicia's dad, as did my dad, who owns a cabinet company. Like, all the pieces were there. We could figure this out. And that's kind of where our story begins. So again, even if $15,000 isn't realistic, I mean, it was barely realistic back then, the concepts we used and the methods for sourcing materials are still totally relevant. And if on any of these videos you have questions about our build, please drop them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any of them. And we're going to try to drop a video every day until we've kind of covered every little piece about tiny house building and where to put a tiny house and that sort of thing. So thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing.